The NCAA Hall of Champions came as part of the deal when the NCAA moved to Indianapolis. So the Hall of Champions actually opened in 2000. The national office came here in 1999. The city of Indianapolis really made an offer that, the NCAA couldn't refuse, just to given us such a wonderful location, and Hoosiers love their basketball and their sports, their college sports, so it's really been a great fit for us. The museum actually talks about all 24 of our NCAA sports, and I think that's what I love about this time of year, because it's a great way to educate people that we're not just about basketball and football and baseball. Those are great, but bowling and tennis and fencing and skiing and so many different opportunities for young people to get involved in college athletics. Actually, the MEAC conference reached out to me and said that they were going to be celebrating their 50th anniversary and wondered if we might do a display, because they had known that we had done that in the past, and we were thrilled to do it. It's a great way to celebrate many of our HBCU schools, our historically Black colleges and universities. Some great stories, and they really put it together. I worked with them. They sent me photos. We talked about what stories should be included, and they did a phenomenal job, I think, of really telling their story. The Flying Wedge tells an incredible story about how the NCAA was actually founded. There was 18 deaths in 1905 as a result of football, and this flying wedge formation that you see was something that was blamed for that. So in 1906, the NCAA was actually founded as a result of people kind of coming together and saying, what can we do? That we can't have any more young men lose their lives as a result of the game of football. And so the Flying Wedge, it just tells that story. I mean, there were schools canceling their football programs. So it was a very serious thing, and college sports were in jeopardy, and that story is told not only with the Flying Wedge statue, and it's a great photo op. People love it. It's the first thing you see when you walk in, and a great way to get your picture and to remember your visit at the Hall of Champions. One of my favorite exhibits is our women's timeline. The reason I love it so much and think it's such a great asset is the NCAA didn't have women's championships until 1981, but their women were doing so much in athletics. And I think it's a great way to tell that story of all the pioneers and the trailblazers, and especially when we have school groups. I think it's important for young women to know, all these people that paved the way for them and the opportunities that they have now. Just to make it a little bit of fun and to, give people an opportunity to see some of the famous shots. We do have Michael Jordan's shot in here, Christian Laettner, we have several shots from the women's basketball tournament as well. And there were so many to choose from. I mean, there have been so many games where there's been a buzzer beater or something, where a really, really close game where it was won in the end. So it was not easy to choose. So these are just a handful, but it's really kind of fun for people to come in here and see if they can make that Michael Jordan shot. Another great space is the Hall of Honor. What I love about the Hall of Honor is you might go to a Canton or a Cooperstown or somewhere where you're really familiar with the people that have been enshrined. But there's a lot of student athletes that have won our awards. Our awards are based on athletics, but also based on academics, community service, different aspects such as that. So there's so many names that people don't know, but these incredible stories of these 4.0, student athletes that getting through college, and they're great in their sport, but they're amazing academically, as well as our inspiration winners and our valor winners who have been through so much, and just explaining that experience to others. And those stories are so incredible. I think there's a lot that people don't know about the NCAA, and I think that's the best part about the museum. I was walking through the museum, and a little girl was looking at the tennis kiosk, and it caught her eye, and she stopped and she said, "Tennis? I didn't know they had tennis in college. I play tennis." And it sparked this excitement in her, and that's what we really want people to recognize and see, that there's so many opportunities. It's about education, academics, and the full experience of being a student athlete. And so we feel it tells that story. So I think people would learn some things that they were not familiar with and get a better understanding of all 24 of our sports.